Alright, what's up? Welcome. Happy Sunday. So, we're going to work on the factory today. Yeehaw. Time's up for the trade show. And so what we're finalizing, everything's pretty much done. Switchboard's firing. We're doing the last few things on this, which is, so we add to the contacts on firing the automation. It shows up in the recent activity. It shows up in the automations activity. See the demo feed. And so the last thing I'm trying to do here is to figure out why my network isn't firing. Oh, it is polling now. Okay. So I had a problem. It wasn't polling, but we're polling 404 on that, so that's good. It's actually polling right now. It's just not getting the code. That's awesome. Been fighting with that for a minute. Let's check in the deals, because it's supposed to import in deals here, so let's see if it's pulling here. It should be like every 15 seconds. Nope. Don't see it there. I think that's probably this telemetry payload, if I had to guess. Okay, that's actually not horrible. The other day I was having a problem getting all this, and then we're supposed to be pulling here to add into here. So maybe that's working. Let's check on the dash. So this, it is pulling into here. I just don't have anybody in there. They delete after 24 hours. So I don't see it polling here. In contacts, you'll see it polling over here. See, it says demo contact array. Boom, there it is again. I think this one's on still like a 3-second fire. I bumped it up to 15, but for some reason, it didn't take it. It's probably this error if I had to guess. I could be wrong, but we're going to find out. So that's what we're doing. So what I'm working on, I'm trying to get basically a new contact to pop into here. And I have it set up so those read from the Cloudflare Worker KV bucket. And that's it. We're pretty much ready for the show. So I want to get a demo of the I want to link a demo of my software builder. That's Factory XYZ. So we're going to work on that today. That is that's coming along good. It's pretty much done. It works. But I was running it from a build sheet. So we're going to get rid of that so you can just type in, you know, automatic stuff. Hey, how you doing, buddy? So basically, if today's goal is to get this, see where it says build sheet, so you're just going to type in here, build me this, and it's going to build it. That's the idea anyways. We got to fix our artifacts page. That's got blown out. This is some old ones. This is just nonstop stuff I was trying to make. So you can see the software builder. It does websites pretty good. Okay. It's did all. This is, I think, the first or second pass. I can do multi-page orchestrations. We can basically build you a little app. But yeah, just fine-tuning that right now. Cloud Code and Codex wasn't good enough for me because I'm an overachiever. So, you know, of course, I had to build my own. Anyways, this UI was actually way better. I'm going to try and fix that. This is like tiles, and it would show you the iterations as you improve upon it. So, get that dialed back in. We'll be good to go. Anyways, once we get that, then we'll be cool. Until then, we're not cool. But yeah, we're just going to tie that into Switchboard down in, I think, agentic workflow. I'm just going to tie in the factory over here. And then anybody that's using Switchboard, which is my custom CRM that I'm building, in my humble opinion, well, it gives HubSpot a run for its money. Anyways, you get all your contacts, architecture, lead scores, profile scores. It's pretty sweet. And then you can access all of the dashboards through here, so you don't have to switch your spot work. A lot of feedback I got was that, you know, you got to leave your dash, and you don't. You can do all the stuff. You can do a quickie invoice. We got a nice universal picker system that pulls everything. Estimates, payments. We got EILA OS, custom agentic. Base file system, which in and of itself is an entire product, but we got her in here. And then we got basically the command center, which is universal. Everything relates to primitives. Super cool architecture, if I do say so myself. So a lot of the stuff in the white is V2. All the black stuff is my V1s. So we're wrapping up for the trade show automations demo, and that should be the end of it. I hope it never ends. Okay, so let me get my little minions over here set up, and let's get going. Okay. Okay, I think we need to get the Git synced first, and I think that's the problem. So why don't we just focus on that? I have my little minions off screen on my custom agents that help me deploy, encode, I don't know why my terminal shut down. It was working a second ago. Alright, this is the super exciting part. You get to watch now where my brain tries to keep up with multiple agents doing multiple tasks, working on 2 simultaneous projects. My cognitive load can balance about 3. I'm the P.T. Barnum of AI, so it's usually entertaining once I get gassed up. Okay, so right now, this is the current struggle bus. My personal GitHub, where you can check out all our audits and fun stuff on the audits page. Where's shameless self-promotion for all the major architectural projects. It's git.xyz labs. .xyz. And then just look up audits. Anyways, my current issue is, let's see, CRM development. The database representation of the repository is out of synchronization. That sucks. So we're going to fix that. And I think there's a few small changes that haven't pushed through. I don't know. I did some deployment things when I built my own GitHub. And we got I guess a small sync issue. Or it's not deploying from the right thing. Which I just spent like a week fixing when I didn't have a week to do shit and I should have been working on my trade show stuff, but we got everything done. So we're going to try and fix that right now. And actually, let me get to the right directory. We're going to begin, and then we're going to work on the factory too. We do these simultaneously, and hopefully my brain does not fry. We're going to see how that goes. Alrighty. So, I think we're in the right directory. So a lot of times with this, when I do my git polls and I'm sitting on it, hey now. What the fuck is this thing doing? Bro. Why did my whole thing just crash out? It's annoying. Why are you searching the entire thing? You already know where it is. What are you even looking for right now? CRM development 555. That's the only place we're looking at. Why are you scraping the whole directory with this crap? Kindergartners with crayons when they just start doing whatever the hell they want. Okay. Black hole. Runtime. Production. CRM 55506 apps. Web CRM. Front end. Blogger friend supervised auth. Okay. Okay. So the minions are being like little kids right now. So. No, that's where the 4Geo is. That's where all the apps are. So go right there. That's where it is. Because you don't seem like you know where it is. What is going on? Like, why is my internet not working? I don't understand. Okay. That's not it. Okay, well, that's the one I didn't like. Okay, let's inspect and fix it now. Okay, can we inspect and fix it now, please? Of course, there's a back-end package. There's always a package. No such package exists. What the fuck? Interesting. I have no idea what this thing just did. Idiot. Sorry, you haven't even seen the code yet. Going to need you to inspect the server with bash commands. 3 sets, 1 line explanation for each. You know where the file system is from your audit. Just go on the server and inspect. We have to change it in there. Kids with crayons. Unbelievable. Oh, come on. Where the frig is it? Bash commands to inspect the file systems, please. My little kindergartners with crayons are acting out. It's my agents. They're wiling out. There we go. There we go. Now she's in. So on the right side of the screen, I'm working on the factory XYZ. The left side of the screen, bouncing my cognitive load, working on oh, the CRM. I'm having some deployment issues. God, this thing's asking for a lot. See, sometimes when it asks for things, goes a little out of scope, and I get about 500 miles of spaghetti, which is absolutely useless, of course. And then I gotta go redo it all. Okay, those are the pod configurations. Oh, the factory, the software builder has 3 different resources. So you get server, a different GPU, and then this is the main server, is my home server, and this is the GPU. And I actually have another GPU resource, they just haven't added it in there yet. Basically makes it the equivalent of like a run pod, vast AI. Like you can basically assign work to a GPU resource. The only thing different with RunPod or Vast is you put a meter on it. Basically, same thing. But she builds pretty good. I mean, these are all these are the old states. Okay. It's all pretty organized now. This has been through a ton of iterations too. So basically, with the factory, this is just finalizing Runtime-C, which is an asset that I made. Just an orchestration. It's just really efficient, and I've used it for several other things. So everything's intact with this. It was just I was doing some modifications that got jammed up, and I had to switch over to working on the CRM for the last 2 months. So now we're just trying to tweak it a little bit so we can show a demo of it at the trade show. If anybody asks, it works. I'm just going to make it work a little, basically simplify it. Yeah, I know what the build sheet is. That's the endpoint, the handler. See? Spaghetti. I probably took up all of it. Yep, all gone. So, do it again. So annoying. Whoop. Okay, now let's try this again. Probably just gave it too much wasteful info. No shit. EILA OS. Okay, I think the kindergartner with the crayons here found where we need to go. Really? No shit. I need bash commands to make the changes, please. Okay, I think the factory is going to be tweaked in pretty quick. So if anybody cares right now, in the factory, you got to kind of do a build sheet to make it run from the initial systems. Looks a little something like, I don't have it on here. This big JSON string. Looks like this. Something like that. Actually, I'll show you another one. There you go. That's the build sheet. the normalizer filled in all this stuff, and this is the templates for the workers, telling them what they're doing, all that kind of fun stuff. I mean, you know, this is actually my bag right here. This is all the stats from one that actually ran. See, it says pass complete, pod A, Pete's Pumpkins, run 1, status complete, HTML, how many bytes, CSS, JS, and then if you open the UI, Pete's Pumpkins, yay! And yeah, it did all this. I don't know where the hell it sends a message to you, but it basically built it. Oh, get a baby boo pumpkin, autumn beauty, orange bullet, and sweet dumpling. Jack-o'-lantern. You clicked on the pumpkin card. Demonstrate behavior so you could link off to your pumpkins, right? Right. So, you know, this stuff's pretty good. Takes the Pepsi challenge of clogged codex. Watch out, OpenAI. I'm coming for you. Wouldn't that be nice? I'd give Billy Boy a run for his money. Anyways, I'm not here for that. I just build my own stuff because I like it. All right. Anyhow, so what we'd like to do is get factory XYZ actually running. Let payload submit. Try payload JSON parse value. Catch submit. Blah, blah, blah. That is the only thing. Replace that with this giant thing, which, let me hold my breath. Okay. So, let's start putting in the new-ish. Okay. Let's see. Objective text. Then we got job name, slug, blah, blah, blah. Date narrow, nonsense, nonsense, comma, tug slide, pod lane cell, pod. All right, almost there. If I pasted all that at one time, what typically happens to me is it all breaks and compacts and ruins the spacing, and that's no bueno. So I'm like intentionally doing just a few lines at a time because I'm not here for that, and I've tried it before. Doesn't work out very bueno for me. So yeah, we don't do that. Okay, so that takes care of that. All right. And then live timers function. I have no idea what it wants me to change. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Select J runs. I don't think I saw that. Mine was way bigger than that. I think it's in here. Okay, that's that. Place it with that. If type of select, I don't see that. Probably right in my face. Near the end, this forces the UI to jump to the newest run every 2 seconds. A better approach. That's where I'm at with it right now. Okay. All right, so someplace in here it starts with select. I'm not really seeing it. Submit, post, headers, body. I have no idea what line I'm on. Initial build. Yeah, I'm not really seeing it. Oh, that's it right there. I just saw it. All right. I am not seeing it. All right. Line 139 says if type of select function, right? Okay. So why are you opening me at 134, bro? All right, so it's further down. All right. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing it. Oh, yeah, hear me? I don't know. If type of select equals function. Yep, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm not messing with it. fix it. Yeah, the line you tried to get me to change, that's not there on the second one. So the development server intended to run on 5. This is just, you're cleaning up the last of the old deployment stuff. 555 was created as a port to separate development and Switchboard, which is the live version that's deployed. Those are two totally separate things. They've already been separated everywhere, confirmed. So I make changes on development, and the main version Switchboard stays running, and then when I want to promote, I upgrade it. Okay? So that's clear. During the separation, I did create the 4.5s, that port, okay, at one point, and then we switched it to 9,000 when we just did the webhooks and been trying to get everything. So you just found something that just needs to be cleaned up, I believe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Let's see, y'all. Okay, this is very helpful. Like kindergartners with crayons here. Mm-hmm. The webhook is so when I do a new push to my Git, it automatically does the run build and all that, or the build and all that crap. So it's deployed. So it's part of the pipeline. Don't you dare go change anything whatsoever. Don't you dare. I want you playing with stuff that you have no idea about. It's either 5555, I believe, is switchboard. I think 4444 is for CRM development, but then I think I changed it to maybe 5700. That could be something else. I don't know. I've been trying to separate everything. There we go. It's going to map everything. Huh. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Mm-hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Ugh. Could have swore that I put someplace. There's a whole separate front end. I believe it's called front end. Do not search for switchboard. Take that out of your greps. Remove that word from your vocabulary right now. You're searching for CRM Development 555. Nothing else. That's it. That'd be nice. Oh, come on. No kidding. Current situation is trying to find out why my deployment isn't deploying. It is deploying, but it's slow rolling. It's annoying. We're gonna fix it. I've been trying to fix it for, oh god, like a few days. It's, for the most part, it's fixed. Front end, back end, this, that. There you go. Here we are. Oh. Okay. Well, it's not launching correctly, bro. There's literally nothing to do with that. Guarantee you it's a stupid API thing right there. This is screwing me right here. Wah, wah, wah. Ha ha! Finally! Victory is mine. Found it. Finally found the headache that I've been dealing with. Here is the problemo. My God. So, if we go over here, we will see that error. Oh, probably right in here, actually. Inspect. Where was it? It's down in the automation. CRM API. Wah, wah, wah. Bustito. Found it. So it's reading from the API. That's the problem. So the problem is it's pulling from the API that was created for some reason. I have no idea. That's on 5601, and that's pulling a 404. Wah, wah, no bueno. New player. Fix it, please, biatch. Oh, sorry. Can't say that. But I can. And I did. We're not going to do it again. I'm working on it. This is what it is. Duh. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. Interesting. Maybe. Yawn. Okay, here we go. The root exists in the source. negative Ghost Rider. Okay. Type replace this line. Bro, come on. Sweet. Mm. Hmm. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. Trying to fix the factory right now. To do that's fair. Anyways, I'm trying to fix the factory right there here. And just have to edit my like normalizer and compiler. Right now it needs a build sheet, but it can do that in the background just by giving it the text, because the plain text only goes into one area in the build sheet. And I haven't been able to work on this for a while because I've been doing Switchboard right above my head, and I don't have time for that ish. It's only 24 hours in a day. Can only work 20 of them effectively. Until you get burnt out. And you gotta slow down for a bit. Okay, now you can safely change that. Fantastic. Coal bash commands to do that, please. Mm. Mm. Do 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 do. Mm. 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 Duh. Okay. Nope. I feel like I just showed this thing this. Bro. Here you go. Kindergartners with AI crayons wrecking my code. Okay. Let's let's see. Runtime-C live. It's not gonna fire until we kill this. Nope. Nope, doesn't work, and we got to cancel the current job. Jesus. Pretty sure this thing's not even looking in the right spot, if I had to guess. Come on, baby. I'm trying to fix my factory. I'm like one step away. I think I made all the changes. It's gonna reboot the submit server. The submit server is running, but it gets a 404. I'm pretty sure it just needs to reboot the back. Gotta restart that booty. Also, to be fair, I have not worked on the factory in quite some time. And I think I switched it to port 8080. Okay, there it is, 8767. Okay, test that port directly. I think we got a little wiring issue here, kids, that's all. Let's see if this comes back with a hit. Nope. This comes back and gives us a hit. We should be good. 404. Wah, wah, wah. No bueno. If it still gets a 404, check out the registered routes. Okay. See, I think this one here is on me a little bit. I just think we haven't finished migrating it. I think we started migration on this, and I need to check it. What I'm building, sorry, that's just me doing the code. So this is Factory XYZ. It is my version of Cloud Code Codex, because they suck. And, well, if you go over here in the artifacts, you can see some of the other stuff that I was building. Smoke test, pod test. Go in the debug here. You can see one that was actually completed. Uncle Pete's. So basically it builds websites, software, all that fun stuff. And I'm also working on my CRM switchboard, and we're doing an automation for a trade show. So we're trying to get the automation demo when somebody comes in to show up in here in the deals and the pipelines. Okay. Okay. Anyways, I'm trying to decluster some Cloudflare stuff. Okay. So, where's the factory? This, I think, is what we need. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. This is the problem. This still shouldn't be on here. Yep. This has got all switched over. And that's no good. Yep, here's the problem. So basically, my back end, when I did some migration still, has everything tied into this new port. It's going pretty well. Oh, it's not at the sales stage. At basically use cases and onboarding test subjects right now. Once I do that, I mean, my CRM is pretty in depth. I mean, in my humble opinion, it smokes HubSpot. It's their deals pipeline, your leads. Everything's rendered from primitive buckets. It's really cool. You got lead score, profile score, all the functionalities going to work. Currently building out the comms page, our workspace page. We got the calendar stuff in. This isn't final. This is in production. This is just like the initial shell. So it's got a lot going on for it. And then this is the factory XYZ. So we're just doing, type in what you want to build and hit build. And the issue with that right now is we did some upgrades to the server and added a custom GitHub. And yeah, so we're just untangling the mess, if you will. No, it's actually not mock data. On the CRM, this is all real. And I have, this is all real data put in. This isn't fake on the side here. This is all real stuff. All the Mr. and Labs guys is from Suvi Overflow. So this all works. This is all good. Add contacts is all right here. You can do avatars. This has owners, tenants, workers. This is a couple man team, about 2 years worth of development that I built out here. Got agentic workflow in here. This is tied into EILA OS, my AI. I'll give you, if you want to collaborate, man, you can message me here. I'll give you the, you can check out the audits here. Actually, hold on, I'll just give you the link. Boom. So, give me 1 second, buddy. I'm Italian too, by the way. That's funny. Definitely, man, all about the collaborations. I'm willing to listen to any ideas because we're looking for distribution channel. Here's all the core architecture. I got a lot going on here. I got agents, Cloudflare workers, orchestrations all set up, all ready to fire, cut and paste for deployments, my friend. Come take a peek. You can check out the architecture in there. Everything has audits, all PDFs. There's links back to I have a regular GitHub too. I just don't trust it, so I built my own. And then over here under the factory admin, you can contact us right here. Anyways, ooh, all ones across the board. Sweet. Yeah. Anyways, it's definitely not mock data. Everything's written to primitive buckets. I just seeded it with basically 36 entries. I have 6 companies, and then each company has 6 people that work for it. And that's just basically to show everything run and the automation demo. So this is all like live seeded data that can, you know, just to play around with it and show it. It's about, I'm going to say like 80-85% done. It's just finishing the front end work. It's got built-in crypto treasury. It's got built-in auto backups that I did for SUI overflow. Automatically fires to SUI mainnet. You can do backups, backup invoices, automated backups, attestations, billing 360. If you go to invoices, when you create an invoice, got a nice picker bucket, comes down, makes everything easy. You want to send somebody, boom, it autofills. You type in your description and your money, boom, boom, and then that's about it. You can tag relationships. And then you just hit save invoice, and this will actually stamp its own attestation. Serve to our primitive buckets. It'll also create one on chain. That's what we did for the demo. I was going to put an on and off switch for that in the back end. And then the communication area is going to have all your regular comm stuff. Docs 360. There's template packs I'm creating right now, just different industries. Pull your branding through. All fun stuff. All right, back to my jam. Banging my head off the wall. Okay, let's see. Okay, so all I have to do is switch the port back because I was upgrading it and put it on a group port. So when I hit submit, that is inaccurate. So we just got to wire that up or wire it back up. Hey now. Yeah, that didn't work. Those are a lot of old rules. I'm gonna say it's already in use, but you got point in. Stop. All right. Well, we're just wiling out. The submit server is healthy. Duh. But it doesn't go anywhere. Oh! Ah, the route was incomplete. Interesting. Story of my life. Incomplete routing. There are two options, new build and iteration. One is an initial pass, one is an improvement pass. That's it. try to make things simple as possible, and they just don't want to be simple. I don't know. This is how I like to architect software. I'm an operator. From a book perspective, how all this works, I probably couldn't communicate all that. As an operator, as an architect, meaning I know what it does, I know how to drive it, and I know how to make it do what I want it to do. For the most part. Doesn't mean it doesn't push back when I tell it what to do. Yes, I know the architecture's working. Talking to my minions off screen. Your two modes are exactly the backend implements. I haven't worked on this in probably 6 weeks. So, I don't want to hard code it. I just want to make it work. You know what I mean? That's all. I think that's reasonable. Path of least resistance. It doesn't have to be fancy. I just need it to work to show a couple demos. So hopefully we get this done today. And I think I'm pretty much there. And, well, after that, I think I'm good. Bro. Okay. Okay, bash commands to fix it, please. Mm-hmm. I have no idea what the hell this thing's doing right now. Nothing. What the frig is this thing doing? Okay, well, clearly it's not going to the right place. Looks like the last one I input started running after we canceled that, and it looks like it's running from the wrong spot. I have no idea. Don't know. But it says it's running. So let's go ahead and cancel that shit because, well, it's not deployed on the dashboard. And I don't think you changed anything on the normalizer or any of that crap, so I just don't think it's doing a damn thing. Alright, EILA is a file, and this is the new version. Actually, open the network tab. JS. I don't see any JS, bro. All right, about 2 hours in this one. I'm out. I'll take a little break. I'll come back again and hit it later.